Sorry if I haven't made a video in a while. I've just been a little conflicted lately on whether to continue videos or not, or just being myself. Been a little conflicted lately about certain things in my life, and also me being just lazy. Hope you enjoyed this watching. This is Slow Dance Game, my latest review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 2. Oh, definitely, like, I can see that in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, it's just gonna be an arc, like a small beginner arc, like before Beerus fights Goku before Battle of Gods. Like this, that's what the beginning's gonna be like. Like the whole beginning's gonna be Battle of before Battle of Gods, like pre-Battle of Gods, between Majin Buu and Battle of Gods, and then things they start to amp it up a little. Okay, let's start off with the beginning. Like Goku, he's going to Ginkai. He's a train. He's in the same kind. He's wearing that same sweatsuit outfit. That same sweatsuit outfit. That he was in Battle of Gods. Where he loves to train and stuff. Goku, he loves to train. Basically, he's a training freak. But that's what you expect from a master martial artist like him. He wants to fight. He loves fighting. He can do nothing more than fight. Hey, but this particular episode is not about Goku. We got, this episode's about Vegeta, basically. Vegeta and his family going on trips, Like, Vegeta, he does care about his family. He does. But the thing is, in times of peace, without strong people to fight, Vegeta's all moody and stuff. I mean, Vegeta's a proto badass. I mean, he's always been a fighter at heart, and especially when it comes to his anything more strong than his passion to fight is his pride as a Saiyan prince. That's one of the things I love. Vegeta cares about his pride, and above most things. Like he cares about that a lot ever since he was young. As the prince, he's always about him being royalty, always trying to be better than the best. But he's known that he's always been outclassed by one warrior or another, and always tried to be the best. And that's what made him such a strong character. Even though he was never a hero, he was only the villain at first, but then he became hero. But he's not villain or hero. He's an anti-hero. You want to list the top 10 anti-heroes? Go to WatchMojo.com and watch 10 anti-heroes in anime. One of my favorite is Alucard, and I love that dude. That dude is a primo badass by himself. But enough about that aside. Right, Vegeta, even I mean Bulma, she does love Vegeta, and she does care her son Trunks. And she does love Vegeta. She wants to do her best to try to calm him down, but Vegeta, with his so moody and his attitude, remember he wants to fight. He wants, even though it's peacetime now, and there's now not many enemies to fight. Right, but you have to understand Vegeta. He wants to be the best, and that's not something he could just put aside. Especially knowing that Goku is the best, even especially after he beat Majin Buu, but with some help. He can't just let it go. I mean, I still remember his words from the video from the episode. I accept that you are number one, but I don't intend to be the second best. He wants to be the best. He wants to surpass Goku, surpass everybody. He doesn't want to be left behind in the dust. And that's one of the things you love about Vegeta as a character. He tries, because he wants to follow, he doesn't want to lag behind Goku at all. He never did. Yeah, remember in the early Dragon Ball, back when they had the androids and the whole Frieza arc. Like he always tried his best to prove himself. He wanted to become a Super Saiyan so badly, willing to hurt himself, suffer severe training, even put himself even to harder paces than Goku ever did, just to just to go, just to surpass Goku and to reach at least some level. So when he reaches that level, he leaps forward and go past him. But he has to understand that Goku is not. Goku, he may be probably the strongest warrior on Earth. But you have to understand, he's not infallible. There's parts of him that could be very dense. He's not a genius. We all know that. He's not a genius. Vegeta's always been what you call a tactician and a warrior. He always thinks ahead. He's always been clever. He's been clever for someone like him. And always thinks ahead. He wants to make sure that when he accomplishes goals, that he accomplishes his goals, to make sure it benefits him, and especially in the past. But now he wants to continue and he wants to leap forward, even though times of peace. One of the things I also got to know in this episode, Vegeta keeping a promise to his son Trunks. Remember from the early Dragon Ball Z? Remember from the original Dragon Ball Z? When he trained Trunks and he promised Trunks, "You hit me in the face once, I'll take it to the park." Yeah, he kept his promise basically. Like keeping his promise to his son. That's what he's doing. Basically, that's what this whole vacation's been about. He's always been, even though he's not the type of guy that exactly accept fun and not happy-go-lucky, he's always willing to keep promises and keep up appearances just for the people around him. No, he doesn't want to see people see his own exterior beyond his heart and his form, beyond his armor. And, like he doesn't want to see people see the chink in his soul. So basically, because if he looks weak, if he thinks that people show his soft side, then he's gonna think he's weak. And Vegeta is not weak. He may not be stronger than Goku, but he is not weak. Trust me. That's one of the things I also care about as a character. One of Goku's best and longest rivals. In the Dragon Ball Z Universe arc. Alright, that's definitely, and that title doesn't. And when he's calling himself saying that I am the Prince of Saiyan, you definitely know when he says that a certain word has his pride. That definitely means he means it. He means it. Anyway, more into progression of this episode. Vegeta, he does care about his family, but he's not have fun. He's not into the whole having fun arc. He wants to prove himself the best. Hey, even though Bulma tries to calm him down by when they eat, when they try to shop, and especially when they're eating, Saiyans have big appetites, as we've seen from Goku. Like those guys are have like endless stomachs, and they don't feel, and even after they feel full, they still want to eat more, like a bottomless pit. Those words are from Krillin from the original Dragon Ball Z dub, bottomless pit. If you guys watch the whole Majin before Majin Buu, the Junior Division tournament stuff, all them stuff in their faces. Those feelings are always funny, seeing everybody on astonishment. Those feelings always made me laugh. How people always stared at them. They didn't have people staring at them in the beginning, but they had them now. Had them though. Especially the funny bit. I'm not gonna reveal too much, but enough about it. Anyway, we get shots of Beerus, of Lord Beerus. Beerus being himself. Of being the god of destruction. Like Beerus wants what he wants, gets what he wants. Whether if he wants something, he wants it, and if he doesn't like it, he just blows it up. I mean, as a god of destruction, that's supposed to be that's his MO. One of the things that Beerus, he sends Whis, who's supposed to be his servant, but remember, Whis was his teacher. That means he was the previous god of destruction before Whis. He was the previous god of destruction before Beerus. I got that wrong. Sorry. Hey, that means Whis is supposed to be stronger, and we all seen in Futatsu no F the outcome of what happens when you sit for training for both Beerus and Whis. Even though I haven't seen certain things that I'm not supposed to reveal yet, or I haven't seen yet, it's definitely amped up to not to be surprising. One of the things about Beerus is he's always been a promo badass, and not just as a god of destruction. He's always been calm-headed, level-headed, even though he doesn't get angry at anything right away. He shows his emotion, but only when he needs to, and only shows a slight emotion when he needs to, and he only uses very little to effectively fight his opponent. Like for example, when he sent Whis to pick up some dinosaur meat of this weird alien planet, the Beerus he sent him to get it. He told him 3 minutes. Beerus didn't wait that long. He came early, and then seeing Whis conversate with this alien caveman, whatever. I didn't understand. Their words were like basically jibber jabber, just nonsense. And they were arguing over the meat of the dinosaur that he wanted to eat. But then this guy transforms like from what I see, some of these monsters in the aliens, they look like a ripoff of Disney's Pixar's Monsters Inc. If you guys watch Monsters Inc. and Monsters University, and you guys are a Disney fan, you know what I'm talking about. But the thing about Beerus is he's so tough. When it comes to him fighting low-level opponents, he doesn't even need to use his full strength. All he needs is one finger. That's how tough it is, and all he needs is just a small amount of his energy, and bam, you're done. He even called the guy boring. Boring, and what do you expect? This guy may be a crude alien and may be tough, but he's not tougher than Beerus, especially if Beerus is a god. So that's one of the things I note. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Hey, and also I gotta note that Beerus, he's still thinking about his premonition. At first, he didn't get what the meaning was, but after he destroyed, after some thinking and some revelation, after seeing some shining lights, hey, he's starting to remember his premonition about the Super Saiyan God. Beerus, he wants to fight the God. He wants to fight the Super God. We all know who it is, and it's good. And it was one of the best fights in the Dragon Ball Z universe up to date. He wants to see more. I want to see more, but 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 that's all I gotta say. Like definitely, we know the fight happened. We know we're not gonna see it on Dragon Ball Super, but we all know what happens. Hope you enjoyed this one. Alright, this has been Solomon Adams giving my latest review on Dragon Ball Super. Oh, I definitely love the episode Vegeta. He may not be the strongest, but he doesn't want to be second last either. He wants to prove himself the best. He's gonna catch up to Goku, and I hope and he does eventually in his own way. Hope you enjoyed this sponsor content. Thank you. I'll put the link down in the description. Vegeta's the promo badass, Prince of all Saiyans. Bye.